Welcome to the highlight action of the Telford Tigers versus the Sheffield Steeldogs. It's the final home game for Tom Watkins' men, and can they be the only team to beat the Sheffield Steeldogs in this competition? Let's take a look at the first period action, but first, Tom Watkins is having a chat with Sean Westlake ringside.
Good evening, guys. Thank you very much. Okay, we're here tonight with head coach Tom Watkins, ahead of the Sheffield Steeldog match. Are you excited?
Always excited. I think it's always a different feeling though for the guys when you've been at work all day and you come in midweek. So I think the key for us tonight is just trying to make sure we get going nice and early. I felt Sunday against the Bees we were slow at the blocks. It took us a period and a half to really sort of get the game and feel the tempo, and we know we're going to have to come out from the start this evening.
Obviously we went close a couple of weeks ago to beating them. You really think we can do it tonight, yeah?
Yeah, why not? You know, it's a game, it's 60 minutes, it'll be managed on mistakes and individual talent to a degree, but if we can shut certain situations down, if we can be better on our power play, which I think was pretty weak when we played these guys, then we give ourselves that added advantage from the way we know we can play, and we've got lots of confidence. So I think we're all keen. I think there's a lot of want in there. We want to win this hockey game tonight, and I think send a little message.
So obviously they're top and we're second. Have you enjoyed this Spring Cup series? Has it been what you've expected or not? Been a lot more?
No, I think it's been really good. I think it's been a pleasure to be able to come back and play and actually put on what I think we've actually played some really good hockey in the short space of time we've had from a preparation point of view. We started this competition at a real high standard. Maybe the two losses to Sheffield, the loss to Swindon, kind of took a bit of wind out of our sails, but we're keen to finish on a high. We want to make sure we finish in that second place and as close to these guys, and we don't want them to finish the series without dropping any games, so we're keen to take the points off them tonight.
And overall, with the streaming that we've done and everything else that's gone on here, are you happy with the cup in itself?
I think it's all a learning curve. We didn't have a lot of time to prepare for this. Likewise with the players, it was the same for the off-ice team. You know, we run with volunteers. Everybody's got day jobs outside of this, and understand we had some issues with the stream the other day. These guys have spent 20 hours over the last 2 days trying to test it and make sure everything's in place for this evening, and they've done everything they can, and let's hope there's no issues. But I'm more than happy and more than proud with what the club and the staff and the volunteers and the players have done in this short period of time. I think ultimately it was a case of trying to make sure we get on the ice, and we do so, and we keep everybody, in a safe manner, and do that in a safe manner. And so far, so good.
And how far do you actually think we can go with the streaming? Do you think it'll carry on for the foreseeable future?
I think so. It's something that, for people that are no longer in Telford, we've got a lot of family members, myself, that live in the northeast that don't get to many games. So it's nice from that element. Whether it can be another revenue stream for the club, that's something to be aware of. But, the equipment's there. We're learning, like I say, on the job now. I think it will be something we will continue to do into next season, but there'll be a further discussion about that at the right time.
So hopefully then we can carry on like we did after the Bees match and take the points off these boys for the first time this season, and then you'll be an even happier man.
Yeah, that's the plan. We come out, and I think our performance is ultimately the real most important factor. I think if we can perform to a good level, obviously we give ourselves a chance. But I think I said last time, first goal, win the first period, and little things and simple things in a tight game of hockey make such a big difference. So we're keen to execute in all three zones tonight.
Excellent. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Cheers.
And we'll catch up with you later on.
Thanks, Sean.
Clements and Weaver as the puck drops on the first period of ice hockey action of the Spring Cup, live here on BBC Radio Shropshire and streaming around the country online via the Telford Tigers website as well. Morgan, the defenseman for the Steeldogs, picks the puck up behind the net and clears it through to neutral ice. Graham picks it up, tries to put it through the legs of Jason Silverthorne, but he reads the play well, kicks it forward, goes into the end zone, sends the puck round the barrier. It comes all the way around in front of the Steeldogs bench, and Clements tries to backhand it into the end zone, but now Hewitt on a break for the Steeldogs. The Tigers, it's like a pinball in a pinball machine, bouncing around off a number of players and sticks as they settle down and get some uniformity to the team.
Bald.
Kieran Brown skates after, and he's just been tripped in front of us. So the first penalty of the night, Kieran Brown, who played in Sheffield last season, has been with the Telford Tigers and has become somewhat of a fan's favourite. He was driving down the left wing and the defenceman put his stick across. Kieran Brown lost his footing. So a 2-minute penalty for tripping is called 56 seconds into the game, which means the Telford Tigers will have a man advantage for the next 2 minutes. Desire to want to score a goal to make that difference. Now Jack Watkins carries the puck over. Mitchell King straddles the line. The offside's washed out by Alice Stanley from Bridgenorth, who's one of the linesmen this evening, and she would curse me if I called her a lineswoman. She says, the rule book says we're linesmen, end of. So now driving up the left wing, Joe Aston from Newport, picked off a public skating session by a hockey coach when he was about 8 years old, said, why don't you come and have a go at ice hockey? And here he is now playing for the Telford Tigers. Sam Watkins, Tom Watkins' son, out on the ice. His stepbrother's also on there. Quite a family affair. Liam Kirk drives for the Steeldogs, carries it round and gets the first goal of the way for the Sheffield Steeldogs. A breakout pass meant Liam Kirk was ahead of the rest of the players. The pass from the Steeldogs comes at 4 minutes and 25 seconds. They stretched the pass. He came in behind the Telford Tigers, and as the pass came through, Kirk was on a breakaway. He only had the netminder to beat. He skates towards him, leans towards his left-hand side, waits for Brad Day in the pipes for the Telford Tigers to drop onto his knees, skates round behind him and tucks it in behind Brad Day for the first goal of the game. 4 minutes and 25 seconds. Liam Kirk, that power of British talent, as we talked about before the game, is the first on the score sheet for the Sheffield Steeldogs. Steeldogs dump the puck over into the end zone. It drops in behind the Telford Tigers goal line. Danny Rose plays the puck out, and the hit was finished there by the Steeldogs' Jack Brammer. And a penalty's now being called on the Steeldogs. It's called on Nathan Salem. You have to be mindful before you jump onto the ice that the other player has cleared off. Cole Schroeder kicks the puck in on the blue line, and the Tigers have to keep the puck inside that blue line area. Otherwise, their players have to keep out of the end zone. Now, Phillips drives down for the Steeldogs, cuts inside of Brad Day, and a penalty's called, this time on the Telford Tigers. So they see a penalty called. A shot comes in from Salem and it's deflected from Jack Watkins' stick and goes up into the netting. And for the first time this game, the Sheffield Steeldogs will get a man advantage with a minor penalty called against the Telford Tigers. And now the Steeldogs carry the puck out. Phillips runs through. It goes round the barrier in front of the Tigers bench and is cleared out. Carried forward by Jack Watkins. Finlay Howells picks up the puck, gets a shot away into the body. The rebound drops down. Watkins is stood over the netminder in the hope that the rebound will come to him. But indeed, it was the Sliders skate shop now. Lake carries it forward, but Lakovic comes from behind. That's called a back check, where you chase up and follow the player, lift their stick and lodge the puck. A shot pass from McKenzie. Kieran Brown makes a shot into the body of the netminder, and the Telford Tigers throwing everything at the puck to try and get it in the back of the net. We've got 3 minutes remaining in the first period. The only goal of the game so far scored by Liam Kirk, picked up by Clements, backhanded round to Silverthorne. Silverthorne carries it up down the left-hand side of the rink. Held up by Bell, the defenseman for the Steeldogs. Jonathan Kirk shoots it out the rink, and that, now, if it took a deflection, it's not. If it went straight out the rink, it's a penalty, because if a defenseman shoots the puck out of the rink and it doesn't connect with anything else, if it takes a deflection, it doesn't go as a penalty. So there's a little bit.
The Sheffield Steeldogs take the lead at the end of the first period. Let's see who Sean Westlake's talking to on ringside.
Hi guys, I'm here tonight with Telford's very own Jack Watkins. How are you, young man?
Very well, yeah, good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Are you pleased with how things are going so far?
We could be doing better. They came out the blocks pretty quick. We need to match that. We're a bit slow out the blocks there, so a lot of improvements going into this next period.
What things do you think we could do to stop them being so intense?
I think we just need to get the pucks quicker. We're a bit slow. We need to be first the pucks, battle a bit harder, just get going, quicker shifts, more intensity, throw the body around a bit. A lot more we can be doing out there.
With your own performance then over this Spring Cup series, how do you feel in yourself?
Feel good. It's been longest I've ever been without playing ice hockey, so it's tough to get the legs going again, but I'm feeling good out there, feeling fast. So
what did you do for that year off?
I did a lot of running, a lot of time to work on yourself, being at home, being furloughed and stuff, so I got out every day, got running, lost a bit of weight, just kept fit, make sure I kept active so my legs weren't too bad when I came back.
And how have you found it settling in with the new guys? Your Rob Venus, your Clements,
It's
your
good.
Browns.
It's good. I've known them all my life, playing hockey with them. I grew up playing junior hockey with them, so
Yeah.
they fit right in the team. They're a great bunch of guys. It's good to have them in the squad.
And what benefit do you think it can give the younger guys in the changing room?
It's experience, just to see how professional they are. They've come from the league above, and it's different to how we treat things. So it's good to see their intensity they have. They come to every practice hard. They work hard. It rubs off on the team. So everyone's picking their performance up playing with these guys.
So are you glad that you joined the Spring Cup Series? Because I
Definitely.
suppose everyone was asked. And
Definitely, yeah. It's no doubt I was going to join. I missed hockey so much, so it's good to get back out.
How do you feel when you're playing alongside Sam?
It's good, yeah. It's great to be part of it. He's a good hockey player. He's clever, so it's nice to play with him.
He's playing really well, I think.
He is. He's playing really well. He's confident as well on the puck, so it's good.
So overall, you're pleased. You're glad you came back. You're glad hockey's back.
Definitely,
And hopefully we can get the win.
Hopefully we'll keep pushing. We get that win.
Excellent,
Cheers,
Jack.
thanks
Thanks
a lot.
ever so much for
Cheers.
joining us.
So the Telford Tigers are playing catch-up as we check in on the second period action.
Up by Jason Hewitt for the Steeldogs, but intercepted now from Kieran Brown, drives down the left wing, gets pushed and shoved into the barrier, and a shot from Lakovic just goes to the right of the post. If it would have been about an inch and a half in the other direction, it could well have found its way into the net. But now the Steeldogs are back to 5-on-5 and an offside is called, and it will now go 5-on-5 for the foreseeable future as the Telford Tigers are 1-0 down. We've just started the second period of 3 20-minute periods here at the Telford Ice Rink. We're 1 minute 3 seconds in and an offside was called, so we're about to have a face-off, but there may be an issue where there was too many men because there's a player coming on from the Telford Tigers bench. Now, if the player coming on has interacted with the puck or effectively participated in the game before the other player got off, you could end up with the too many men, and that looks like what's happened. So Scott McKenzie's going to sit a 2-minute minor penalty for the Telford Tigers. So the Tigers have gone from a 1 minute power play to 2 minutes short-handed within the first 3 minutes of play, James.
Yeah, frustrating for Tom Watkins' side there. So that's 0 from 3 for the power plays again. You know, not great for the Tigers. They really need to get on that board, and the power plays are your perfect chance to do that, but now they've got to kill. Let's see what comes of this.
Steeldogs give it to Lake. Lake carries it round, goes for the wraparound, and he didn't manage to get enough on the toe of the stick, so it deflects out to Hewitt. But now a breakaway from Jason Silverthorne. He's the only guy between that and the netminder. Carries it, puts it in the top right-hand corner, and a short-handed goal for the Telford Tigers. 13 seconds into the penalty kill at 21 minutes and 16 seconds has changed momentum of the game. The Steeldogs focusing on their offensive play with a man advantage. Jason Silverthorne gets the breakaway. The Steeldogs are skating back after him. He takes it down with a 1-on-0 with the netminder for the Steeldogs and takes a wrist shot, puts it in the top right-hand corner, and goal number 1 for the Telford Tigers comes on 21 minutes and 16 seconds from captain Jason Silverthorne. And now we've got a game on our hands, a 1-1 tie here at the Telford Ice Rink between the Steeldogs, the top of the Cup competition, and the Telford Tigers, who are in second place. And now driving down the right side is Ross Venus, passes forward to Silverthorne, drives down the left, back to Venus, to the back post, and McKenzie had what looked like an empty net, but the netminder read it well and used his leg pad to kick the puck out of the net, a bit like a paddle on a pinball machine, as a stretch pass from Cole Schroeder goes up the boards. Graham plays it down to Thompson, but intercepted well by work from Jack Watkins, who we heard from in the period break. And a penalty called, this time on David Clements for the Telford Tigers. And once again, it looks like the Tigers are going to be short-handed. It's a minor penalty for interference.
Little shake of the shoulders there. Jason Silverthorne, fantastic goal.
Lake comes in and goes top shelf, and just as we were talking about Jason's goal in the other direction, Brad Day drops his right knee down as Lake comes in, and he fires it into the top right-hand corner of the net, which gives the second goal of the night to the Steeldogs. A power play goal at 25 minutes and 16 seconds. So the Sec tries to drive the puck and pass it in front of the slot to Spur, but doesn't manage it. It's out into neutral ice. Steeldogs pass the puck D to D. Smith carries it over the blue line. Lasec's backing him up. Smith carries it all the way around, passes in front. It deflects from the skate of Finlay Howells, and that could have almost cost the Tigers a goal, but he clears it down the ice. Oliver gets the puck caught in his skates, carries it over the blue line. Mitchell King driving to the right side. Oliver lets the shot go, but it's just wide to the left post. Mitchell King pressuring the Steeldogs, but now Lasek comes through the centre of the ice, carries it down over the blue line, winds up, shoots and scores, and he just beat Brad Day. Brad moved his body slightly to the left as he dropped to move with the shooter. Lasek put it to his right, and he managed to find a glimmer of net between the left leg of Brad Day and the right post of the Telford Tigers net, and suddenly now the Steeldogs increase their lead to 3-1. This is on 26 minutes and 11 seconds, so only just over a minute after the last goal. And we were talking about prior to the game where when you get a goal you can use that momentum to come hard at it, and the Steeldogs have just schooled the Tigers in that. 3-1 the scoreline here now, 26 minutes and 11 seconds into the game of the Telford Tigers versus the Sheffield Steeldogs. So Telford defence, pass the puck up ice, stick handling in front of the net from Kieran Brown. Steeldogs, Jason Hewitt comes in to play the body. The puck is cleared out the rink, and Hewitt and Kieran Brown exchange a few words, and Hewitt just skated into Brown. Now, Brown is quite a physical player, and it's not an unusual strategy to try and get under a player's skin, but as he's collided with him during that stoppage of play, the referees have seen it and given a 2-minute minor penalty for cross-checking. So now that niggle and that ability to try and upset Kieran Brown and get under his skin has backfired, because now the Telford Tigers have a man advantage for 2 minutes with a Tigers power play. And working hard. It's been a fantastic advert for British ice hockey, what we've seen in this series of games. And now the Telford Tigers. Ross Venus carries the puck over the blue line, passes across, finds Clement, shoots, and he gets a goal in the right-hand side, and a power play goal for the Telford Tigers on 28 minutes and 5 seconds. The 50-50 prize draw fund sits at £150. You can get tickets from the Tigers website and on the QR code on your screen. But now, goal number 2 for the Telford Tigers brings it back to 3-2 with a fantastic execution. A great play passed over to Clements, opening up some space, and fires it into the right-hand side of the goal. So the Telford Tigers narrow the gap once again to 1 goal with a power play goal here at the Telford Ice Rink. Big shout out to Emma, John and Lily. Lily's 1 week old today and enjoying the Tigers game. Rick Plant now passes the puck. Venus winds up, shoots into the body of the netminder. Picked up by Lasek, pass forward, and now the counter-attack comes from the Steeldogs. Hewitt skates through, winds up for a shot. It deflects from the equipment of Danny Rose, the Telford Tigers defenseman. And now Oliver has the puck, gets a bit of time, passes forward to Dan Mitchell, drives down the right side, shoots from the face-off dot, and the catching mitt of the netminder deflects the puck away from the goal. He didn't catch the puck, but he did send it away from the net into the corner, and Sam Watkins ties up with the defenseman, and Hewitt's stick goes across his body and he falls over it. Lake tries to cut in, but Danny Rose holds the body, plays Greg Lake into the net. The pass comes out to Bell in front, and now we've missed that level of depth of teams, and hopefully this streaming series has proved that hockey can be viable. Liam Kirk winds up with a rocket of a shot and hits the pipework. It was the left-hand post that he hit. The puck deflected away. He tried to pass it over, but McKenzie gets in the way. But now Lasek picks it up for the Steeldogs. Drives down the left wing to the top of the circle. A stick lift from Cole Schroeder, a great defensive play, prevented him getting shot away. Now the counter-attack from Mitchell King. Drives down the left wing. Rocket of a shot into the top corner, and it comes from the crossbar down into the net. And young 19-year-old Mitchell King out of Coventry, that's played here in the Telford Ice Rink for this series, drives down the left-hand side. If his family are watching, they'll be jumping around at the moment, because that was a TV goal up into the top shelf, dropped down into the net, and what a goal to tie it up for the Telford Tigers. 32 minutes and 19 seconds into the game. It's 3-3 here in the Telford Ice Rink, and suddenly the belief for the Tigers fans is oozing onto the ice.
What a goal by young Austin Mitchell King, number 11 for the Tigers, 4th goal of the competition, drove down that left wing and just picked his spot and fired it into the back of the net. What a goal.
And Puck comes across, Liam Kirk gets the puck off Kieran Brown, shoots into the body of Brad Day. The rebound drops down. Weaver's stick is locked in with Phillips's, and it was which one of them could free up the stick and whether they could get it in the back of the net, but it's cleared out into the corner. And now Liam Kirk goes backwards, puts it on his forehand, switches from backwards to forwards, gets a backhanded shot away across the front of the Tigers net, and it doesn't make it as far as the back of the net as it's in the corner. But the Steeldogs looking very dangerous here in the Telford ice rink. Smith makes a shot on target. The rebound comes down to Oliver. The rebound's picked up by Kirk, shot into the side of the netting, and the Steeldogs throwing everything at this at the moment. And the puck comes in front. Phillips to Kirk. Kirk, Salem in front, and Kirk faked the pass to Salem. The netminder moved, and Kirk popped it in the back of the net behind Brad Day. And now the Steeldogs go up 4-3. And you could see how they stepped up a gear because they didn't like being on even keels, and some beautiful passing, some great play. Liam Kirk, he got Salem free in the slot. Kirk looks across to Salem. Brad Day anticipates the pass. Kirk pops it in behind him. Such an incredible, professional, quick-thinking play. Puts the Steeldogs 4-3 up in the Telford ice rink in the NIHL Cup. Leans in, looks to play the puck in front of the net, gets it forward as far as the Steeldogs. Ben Lake, he gets the shot away, but Brad Day coming up with the goods. We've got just under 4 minutes remaining in the second period action. 4-3 the scoreline here. Lake on the break, carries it round, and a penalty is going to be called on Cole Strudra. The save was made from Brad Day. He fakes it on the left-hand side, tries to put it across on the backhand, but Cole Strudra slashes the player as he comes through the front to try and put him off that shot. So he'll take a 2-minute penalty for slashing, I believe. Powerful hard shot into the glass, but off target. Hewitt picking the puck up, passing the puck behind the net, setting up the play. Lake's in front with his stick on the ice, but Lasek picks up the puck off the barrier. The Steeldogs not quite sure who had it, and Lakovic is driving forward for the Telford Tigers. Passes to Clements, who puts it through the 5-hole. What a play! Lakovic putting the pressure on the Telford Tigers. Maintains possession, takes it into the corner, and suddenly the Steeldogs step off the gas. Lakovic passes through to Clements, who lets the shot go. It goes right under the netminder. We call that the 5-hole between the legs, and it's in the back of the net, and we're back to even Stevens. 4-on-4. The second short-handed goal of the night for the Telford Tigers on 37 minutes and 49 seconds. Telford Tigers, short-handed goal, still short-handed for the next 35 seconds, but the way they're playing short-handed, they can do that all night, Jay.
Absolutely brilliant goal there. Rob Lakovic enters the zone, does all the work, round the back of the net for Dave Clements' 5th goal of this competition, 2nd one of the evening. Fantastic stuff from the Tigers.
So the second period ended 4-4, a fantastic period of hockey with a little bit of everything and some amazing goals. Have Tom Watkins' men got enough gas in the tank to do the business and overturn the Steeldogs, or will the Steeldogs remain unbeaten? Let's take a look in at the third period action. First, let's cross to ringside where Sean Westlake is chatting to some of the younger players from the Telford Tigers.
Hi guys, I'm here with Telford Tigers young guns, Finley Howell, Sam Watkins and Dan Mitchell. How's it going, gents?
Yeah, amazing. How are you?
Not too bad. How are you finding this match?
Yeah, it's good. It's very intense.
And how do you see it going?
Hopefully we can get the win. Yeah, it'll be an exciting third period.
A bit closer. That's it.
Be an exciting third period, I think.
And how are you feeling playing with the players like Venus, Clements, Lakovic?
There's just so much to learn from them players, and they bring it into practice, and then they speak to us in the changing room. Yeah, it's good.
Help us out throughout the game, tell us what we're doing right, tell us what we're doing wrong.
Out of this Spring Cup, because obviously we've all had a year off from hockey, and now we're back. What have you been doing out of hockey? So we'll come to Finn first. What have you been doing out of hockey?
I was working in the summer, and then I was riding my bike a lot, and then I broke my ankle, so I couldn't do anything. So I was out for, I think, 3 months, and then I think 3 weeks before ice hockey started, I started playing again, training.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Sam Watkins?
I've just been working really through the summer, doing the odd workout here and there, but not too much, no, not a lot.
And Mr. Mitchell?
I've just been working all for the lockdown, and that's it really. Just been walking around doing everything I can to get fit.
So we'll go back to today's match. So it's tied now at 4-4. Do you think the momentum's back with Telford?
hopefully we can build on what we've just had there.
Yeah, that was a big goal from Clem, so hopefully we can take that into the third period and take the win.
What do you think their weak spots are?
As
Getting
soon as
under
we
their skin, or
yeah, as soon as we chip the puck,
really hard.
as soon as we chip the puck in and get it behind their D, that's when they struggle, because they don't like to go back on pucks. They love going forward, playing offensive ice hockey, but yeah, if we can get a goal in the third period to start us off, then I think we'll be flying.
Brilliant, boys. Thanks ever so much for joining us here this evening. I hope it goes well and we get the win. Well done, and we'll speak to you soon.
Cheers, Sean.
Sean Westlake talking to Telford Tigers youngsters Sam Watkins, Dan Mitchell and Finlay Howells, who all learnt their junior hockey here in the Telford Ice Rink.
Let's take a look at the third period action. 4-4 the score. What will be the outcome of the game? Let's take a look.
Collides with the barrier to take the body, and Silverthorne button hooks back in the other direction. The stretch pass tries to make it through to Kirk, but Oliver kicks the puck forward. Rick Plant gets there, backhands the puck forward. Phillips gets it from Plant, but Plant's coming steaming in, and O'Connor backhands the puck round, because Rick Plant, if he'd have finished that hit, you'd know about it. Shudra lets the shot go, and it takes a bobble off his stick and goes into the side netting to the left of the post. But a great opportunity, and that was almost a hand pass, but it was picked up by Liam Kirk for the Steeldogs, but that just deflected in. No way. Morgan passes the puck forward now to Spur, drives down the right wing. Danny Rose pushes him towards the boards, but he leans back. Rose plays the body. Steeldogs hang on to the puck, sending it round the barrier. It comes loose, and now Dan Mitchell is on the drive. There's just him and the net. The defenseman cuts across the front, and he lets a rocket of a shot go, and it hits the left post. He hits the pipe work. He didn't go into the back of the net, but a great break from Dan Mitchell. He let the shot. Spur puts pressure on, but now Weaver sets up the play behind the net for the Telford Tigers. Passes forward to McKenzie, halfway mark, backhands to Kieran Brown. Kieran Brown cuts in, lets a rocket of a shot go, and that, whether or not took a deflection or a bit of pipe work as well. But the Telford Tigers are coming out all guns blazing. They've got nothing to lose and everything to gain as Kieran Brown drives in, gives it to McKenzie, lets a shot go off the forehand, and the puck bounced around. Kieran Brown passed it forward from his foot, gets to McKenzie's stick. Now Graham gets the turnover, the puck goes in the air. Weaver swipes at the puck, picks it up, passes up forward to Silverthorne, gives it to Venus, tries to get it back to Silverthorne. It runs on a little bit, and Ralph will get there for the Steeldogs, but Silverthorne put him under pressure. Orange shirts closing round the puck as the Steeldogs try to carry it out the end zone. It runs on to Weaver. Weaver gives it to Clements. He gets it as far as Ross Venus. Plant taps it on. Venus drives down the left side, and a great piece of defending from the stick of Morgan. Howells drives down the left side, held up. Lasek passes the puck off. Great pass from Cole Schroeder to Mitchell King. Mitchell King cuts inside, carries the puck over, and a drive forward by Jack Watkins with a backhanded shot. The 28-year-old on the puck tries to put it under the body of the netminder. That was again the Steeldogs passing the puck around the boards. It finds its way through to the slot area where Thomas Ralphs is waiting for the puck, but he's unable to complete the shot, and you can see as the puck comes through once again and Ralphs leans for it, there's tying up, and a penalty is going to be called against the Telford Tigers. There's pushing and shoving, and I think it's going to go against Dan Mitchell. It's given us hooking, it could have been holding, but there was a real battle behind the net to gain position, and there was a bit of unsureness there actually between James Spur. He was like, is it me that's got the penalty? And stops the puck, gets a shove from the defenseman, a backhanded pass through to the slot to Nathan Salem. He grits his teeth and skates as quick as he can towards the puck. It ties up on the boards. There's some pushing and shoving. Ross Venus has got time on the puck, gives it to Dave Clements. Clements back to Venus. Venus carries it up to the halfway line. Slow motion pass to Silverthorne. Carries it over the blue line, backhanded round the boards. Phillips finishes the hit. Silverthorne exchanges a few words, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gives it him back, so to speak, as now Kirk. Liam passes out to the left-hand side. A quick drive from the Steeldogs. Graham lets a shot go, and you saw the other forward coming in on the right side, and that's a goal to Jonathan Phillips. You can see Phillips coming in. Brad Day went to prevent Kirk getting the shot away or the pass in front. You just look on the replay. He's at the back of the net. The puck deflects off him and into the net. I don't think he played it into the goal, but he was at the right place on the back post, and now the Steeldogs get themselves back a goal in front on 52 minutes and 27 seconds. Goal scored by Phillips, assisted by Liam Kirk. 52-27 is the time. Steeldogs 5, Tigers 4. There's still 7.5 minutes of hockey left. Lasek on the boards there, and Clements switching sides, turning, giving a little turn, skating through two defensemen, puts a stick in, there's pushing and shoving, and a cross-check, and that one's burning up. You can see Clements is going to pick up a penalty. He was ready to go, but You can see Clements and Spur deflected away from Jonathan Phillips. Weaver holds the puck in on the blue line. Offside washed out, but the bench is calling it. Kieran Brown gets the shot away, the puck drops down and the defender swings the puck and hand passes away, but he completes it in his defensive end, which is permitted. Liam Kirk drives down the left wing and gets a shot away and puts it straight in the net, and that's the calibre that you can expect from Liam Kirk driving down the left side, picks his spot and puts it across the front of the netminder into the net, and a beautiful short-handed goal. And we've seen so many short-handed goals. Liam Kirk scores for the Steeldogs at 54 minutes and 43 seconds. So with 5 minutes and 17 seconds remaining, a short-handed goal scored by Liam Kirk for the Steeldogs, a beautifully executed goal.
Yeah, Liam Kirk, as we know, always a threat, picking up his 18th goal of this competition through the legs of Brad.
Puck bounces out. Silverthorne backhanded pass to Venus. Venus cuts in, gets a shot, it bobbles around, it's wide to the left of the goal. O'Connor puts it in, and Venus and O'Connor tie each other up. And now Weaver gets the puck through neutral ice. 2 minutes 48 seconds remaining. 6-4 the score now, and it's just about the Steeldogs maintaining that velocity, and a hooking penalty against Weaver as Salem goes down. Weaver puts his stick into the inside of his elbow and gives him a tug, and it spun him away from the puck. And yes, it's frustrating to pick up a penalty with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go, but when it's as blatant as that, you can't not call it.
Yeah. Obviously, played together at Telford. Nathan done 2 full seasons here, so know each other well.
A timeout has been called by the Sheffield Steeldogs, and interesting to see why they have called a timeout, but you can see the shooter there was aiming for the top right-hand corner. It was Jason Hewitt that teed it up, and Brad Day made the save. And I think, you know, a lot of players out there are retiring now, and understandable with the work rate and ratio of hockey that we've seen here in the Telford Ice Rink in the British National League, as Liam Kirk carries the puck down in the spring trophy competition, passes up to Ben O'Connor, winds up, rocket of a shot, and it finds the back of the net with a shot from the point that just beat Brad Day by a couple of inches either side, and it's the 7th goal of the night for the Steeldogs. That was scored on 58 minutes and 33 seconds, and just the velocity of passing and shooting the puck there, eventually with that kind of work rate, you know it's going to come. But I think as this game slips away, I think hats off to every single player on the ice tonight, and the Telford Tigers for showing such character and playing such great hockey. It's just towards the end of the game that the Steeldogs have used that experience to capitalise on.
Thanks, guys. We're here with, once again, Telford head coach Tom Watkins. I know you might be disappointed, but it was a great game of hockey. Do you agree?
I'm disappointed to lose. I think at 4-4, we were really pleased to be where we were. There's a difference with a couple of guys, that make a big difference. I was proud of our effort. I thought we played the right way. We did a lot of good things. We scored a couple on the short-handed. It's hard to lose. It's always hard to lose and come up and do an interview afterwards. But I was pleased with the performance. The guys played well. I know Brad will want a couple back perhaps, but that's hockey, and we just got to keep building. I thought the effort was there consistently all night, and you know what, we hit a couple of posts, I think, in the third period. I think still at 4-4 maybe, and that's changes the game, right?
Yeah, definitely. And that's what we thought upstairs. 4-4 going into the third. It just looked like Telford tired a bit, and they came on a bit stronger. And obviously Liam Kirk.
He's a difference. He's a quality hockey player, isn't he? He plays at what is a way higher standard than this, and he's able to bring that speed and that ability to this level of hockey. Credit to him. He's a good kid. He's done really, really well.
Was you impressed with some of the stuff he did? Obviously watching him, or
he just makes a lot of space for himself. He's got very quick kind of change of pace, very good agility, and he's smart on the puck, and he understands the game real well. You can see the improvement he's had over the last couple of seasons by playing abroad, for sure.
Great performance from Mitchell King as well.
And obviously a massive and a great goal and a performance from Mitchell King.
I thought Austin was outstanding tonight, and he plays a really solid game. And
only 19.
Yeah, I think he's only 19, 20. He plays a really solid game. He gets his nose dirty. He goes to the gritty areas, and he's got a great goal.
What do you think the young guys will get out of playing with the likes of Liam Kirk and Lake and O'Connor?
Our guys or their guys?
Well,
Our guys.
both,
I think playing against them. You know, the speed, the pace is one thing. We've used our 4 lines. You know, I don't think many teams have used 4. You know, even watching Sheffield tonight, they were a very 2-line top-heavy kind of group. Their 3rd line went obviously a fair bit as well, but you know.
Was that your philosophy from the start? You're going to roll 4 lines?
We tried to match in midway through the 2nd and the 3rd period. And like I said, it was 4-4. Yeah, just a couple of mistakes that probably have hurt us a little bit.
So what happens now then? Onwards and upwards?
Yeah, we go to
one more match?
Yeah, one more. We go to Romford. Look forward to it, and you know, guys will want to finish on a high. That's for sure.
And what's your thoughts now on the summer? What will you be doing? Rebuilding a team, ready to start again? Or?
At the moment, we don't know. There's a lot of discussion still to be had, and I think everybody's a little bit unsure of the next steps at the minute. I think what's, like I said to you at the start of the game, what's pleasing is that we put a plan in place, and so far it's gone well. The testing, the COVID crew, if we call them that, have done a great job making sure that we stay on top of all the protocols that we put in place.
So overall, I know you're not happy that we've lost tonight, and we came second, but Little Telford did come second, so that says a lot, doesn't it? Do you think?
Yeah, I think we can be proud of the way we've played over the last few weeks. You know, it's hockey. If we're not performing on key occasions, and you know, credit to Sheffield, they've beaten us 3 times and they're deserved winners.
I know it's a loss tonight, but I'm pretty sure everyone will agree, like the people at home as well. It's been a great night, a great game of hockey, and I'm sure we'll bounce back.
It's Wednesday night. These guys have got to go to work tomorrow.
Hey, thanks ever so much for joining us tonight. Thanks for your time.
Cheers.
That's Coach Tom Watkins talking to Sean Westlake, and he's now going to have a chat to the Steeldogs coach, Greg Wood, who's joining him for a quick chat post-game now as he steps up to the microphone. It'd be good to reflect with Greg how the tournament's gone as an undefeated run.
Hi, Greg. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, another good game of hockey there. I mean, it's through 2 periods, could have gone either way, but I think, you know, as quality showed in 3rd, and we just managed to kind of get that little bit of a buffer again and kick on.
When you first took this on and the Spring Cup, was you expecting to win every match, or did you think they'd be a bit closer?
Obviously, from the streaming series, we had a pretty good core group of players, and obviously we did pretty well in that winning that tournament. But you know, we made another couple of additions on top, adding Kirky and Jonah Phillips and Davey in. So, you know, we had a good squad. We knew we had a good squad, but that doesn't always translate to wins. So it was nice to obviously get everybody together and work on a few things. You know, we've only had a short amount of time, but I think what we have worked on, we've executed really well. And yeah, it's been a good experience. So we've done pretty good.
What's next for the Steeldogs now the Elite League are back?
And what's next for the Steeldogs once the Elite League goes back?
We keep going. We keep going. We've got a nucleus of players, a core of players that have been here 3 or 4 years now. So they're our core guys. They're going to be, you know, our mainstays, and we add to it, and we add little bits here and there, and we just keep developing and building as a club.
As a coach, do you know when the new guys came in, how hard was it to get them to fit in with the guys that were already settled? Easy, or they just like they'd been at home?
First and foremost, they're good professionals, so they'd fit in any dressing room, but we're talking not so much new players, you know, the guys who've been around throughout the summers for the last 10 years or so. We all skate together. It's a core group of players, and like I said, the guys who've been from Sheffield, we're familiar with them anyway, so it's been kind of a steady transition, and they've bought into everything that we've asked, so it's been quite an easy experience, to be fair.
So overall, now that the Spring Cup's nearly over, what do you think you've got out of it as a coach yourself?
I think for me, obviously, just having those extra few quality guys in, it just raises the level of practice and the intensity level of practice. So, you know, I think my guys that are going to be here for a while, I think they've seen that level and they've raised the game. So hopefully they can carry that forward. And, you know, as a club, I think we're in a better position now than what we were going into it. So overall, it's positive.
And what's your thoughts on the streaming? Because obviously every club's done it. Do you think it's a plus, or?
Absolutely, I think it's been very good. I mean, I've watched all the other games from London, from you guys. I think it's been overall, I think the streams have been very good. I love watching it, you know, and I think the level of hockey has been excellent. I think, you know, looking at the 2 teams tonight, the level of Brits and the quality that's in there, it's arguably as what's going to be as good as what's coming in the Elite Series, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I totally agree. Mate, congratulations on your win. Great win again tonight. Yeah. Safe journey back home to Sheffield, and we'll catch up with you again soon.
Yeah, thank you guys. All the best going forward. Thank you.
And that's the Steeldogs coach.